Uploading new patches. Downloading new content. Updating software.
Hello, I am Nakia, and I am here to entertain you. Please grab your snacks, take your seats, and get ready for the show. Feel the nightshade.
So, can you cover the bill? I'm saving for a gaming chair.
Evening, I'm from Niteshade Insurance. You look like someone who could use our new relationship red flag protection plan. It covers the classics.
Ghosting recovery, emergency late night self-respect delivery, and suppression therapy.
So yeah, I'm between jobs right now.
We also offer emergency replacement dates.
Hey.
Hi.
Wow, seriously? And for the swipe happy among us, the plan includes protection from dating app mishaps, like when you match with someone who still lives in their mom's basement or thinks pineapple pizza is a personality. For clients who insist on dating walking warning signs.
But what if this happens again? No worries. With our advanced dust protection plan, we make sure you are not at fault for up to 3 bad dates.
Nightshade Insurance. It can protect you from bad dates, but not from your bad choices. Nightshade is not an actual insurance agency, so good luck out there, ladies. Yikes.
Some call it reinvention. Others call it instinct. She calls it Friday night. From the woman who's worn 1,000 faces comes a brand new one. Sharper, stranger, and far more fun. Starring the Nakia Nightshade. With hot topics, sketch comedy, and special guests who should probably know better. Breathe it in. This is Nakia at Night.
Hold tight.
Yes, welcome back, my loves. I'm so grateful to you guys for being here. I really appreciate the views. Yes, I know it's not super views. I'm not like going viral yet, but I do appreciate you guys being here, and I do appreciate you checking out all my like old shows like Saturday morning cartoons and Halloween season 4. I do appreciate that. And, you know, I appreciate you sticking through when I have technical difficulties. If you hear any sounds in the background, there's been a jet that's been circling the desert for some reason for, I don't know, an hour. They won't land the fucking plane. So if you hear that in the background, that's what that is. And also, I appreciate you guys, like, dealing with me when I sometimes, like, you know, speak out of turn or run my big mouth, because I know that can get me into trouble, as it did with Timothy Shalamalala Ding Dong. Poor little Timothy, huh? He's had quite the week. It really affected his ability to win that Oscar, which I feel like secretly the Academy didn't want to give him, but they did have to, you know, figure out how they weren't going to do it. And then he gave them like the perfect out. Sitting there talking badly about ballet and the opera on a week where the Oscars was literally going to be dedicated to, and or the theme was ballet, was almost the dumbest thing he's done besides this.
Clean, clean, clean. Man, you capping. Ooh, clean, 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 clean. Oh, you capping. Drip, splash, water, drip, splash, splash, drip, water, splash, splash, drip, water.
Yep, that's him. And if you wanted to know, he also does have a rap career, which I'll save you the time. It's pretty much just like that, and it's not great. But I wanted to take 2 seconds before we moved into the rest of this and just say that, can we please leave Kylie Jenner alone? Look, I know she's not the greatest person in the world, and she's hardly the I'm hardly the moral police, and she's hardly a good role model for young girls, but there's probably worse. But she is not to blame for Timothy and how he's behaving and who he's becoming. Not any more than Kim was for Kanye or Marilyn Monroe was for Joe DiMaggio. Like, at this point, you know, by the way, someone's like, what, who, what? I know. Read a book. No, but seriously, like, honestly, I see a lot of stuff online about blaming her for who he's become and his behavior, and it's not her fault. She is just herself, and he is next to her because he thinks it makes him look good, and the minute that he thinks it doesn't, I guarantee that's when they'll break up. Probably now. They'll probably break up. Don't mark my words, and don't blame me if they do. But I will say, in the end, it did work out for one Michael B. Jordan. Yes, and the movie Sinners, which congratulations to him, congratulations to the film. I like the film, but I want to take this time to actually just redirect to this entire genre of black horror cinema that is science fiction in nature, especially having to do with race relations. Now, for me, I liked Sinners, but I wasn't like wowed by it because I was lucky enough to have already had like a wealth of information about that. I've watched a lot of productions like this, right? So, for instance, if you're now interested in this type of genre and you want to see more, you can go back and watch shows like Them, which was on Prime. That's pretty good. And then if you really want to get into the gore and you want to get into the race relations, that it's real like sinister, you can watch Lovecraft County. I think they have it on Tubi now. It used to be on HBO. And much like The Watchmen, the series, both of those were only given one season, which was awful and tragic because they were such good shows. Yes, was there sex? Yes. Was there violence? Yes. But they really did dive deep into the race relation issues in America. And so if you are, inspired by watching Sinners and now you want to see more, go there because that's where I came from when I went into watching Sinners. But either way, it doesn't matter because he won, Timmy lost, and of all the amazing things that happened that night, K-pop Demon Hunters won, and I am so happy because I remember dragging people to watch it with me and them being like, oh, this is really good. And I love the music, I love the characters, but to see where it started to where it is now is amazing, and I think it's really inspiring for everybody who are artists of all kinds. I don't care if you draw with your hand, if you use CGI, if you use AI, and you're into cartoons and music and maybe even cartoon music pop bands, I don't know, then this is very inspiring moving forward because it's proof that there is a market out there and people love it. And as long as you put your heart and your soul into what you do, I think that they'll find you and you'll just keep going up, up, up. And with that being said, it's time for Hot Topics!
What's for dinner?
No se preocupen, ya tengo la cena lista. Siempre es buen momento para Hot Topics.
Oh my God. We have so much to get into. Sit down, have a snack. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. First of all, gas prices are high. We've been hearing about that all week. It's almost as if there wasn't anything else in the news to cover. There's not a list. There's not a war. There's just gas problems. How did they get here? I don't know. Just out of clear blue sky. Here's the thing. The gas prices are high and it does suck. But in America, we're still lucky enough to complain about that. We're still lucky enough to have the right to complain about that. So here's what we need to do. We need to effectively use our wallets from here on out. It is the last form of protest that we have against all of this. Since it's too expensive to go get gas for luxury reasons, no more luxury stuff. We don't need to go out to dinner. We don't need to go out to the bars or the clubs. We don't need to waste our money going shopping for synthetic petrol clothing anyway. I like this shirt. Anyway, so the reality is that's the only way we're going to fight them. So I don't care what Jamal Bryan is saying. The Target strike is still very much on. And as far as these companies that are jacking up prices on things that has nothing to do with the market value of gasoline and petrol, like Fortnite, there's a thing I want to do, but I'm not going to do it. But let me just say, we have to start showing them that we're not just supporting them. We don't wake up every day just to support their yacht habits and other things that we all know that they're into, okay? So please, if you're going to really be angry about these things, exact your revenge with your wallet. That's the only way. All right, I want to get into the fact that there's a tornado that's supposed to hit DC. Oh, if we could only be so lucky. If it was like Wizard of Oz, Wicked level tornado, like I need her to be like doing the yes, wicked, wicked, wicked witch, wicked, wicked, wicked witch, yes, wicked, wicked, wicked witch. Like I need that level tornado, and we know exactly what house it needs to yank up off the ground, although I'm sure that they'll all be in Mar-a-Lago, but I think it's scary and also kind of funny that there's a tornado that could possibly be hitting. It could be, honestly, to be fair, it could have already hit since I'm recording this, because I record these in the morning, just in case you wanted to know. So if it already hit, let me know how it went. And if it didn't, then that's okay. I just think it's funny that, the Republicans and the conservatives out there, especially like the super Christian ones, this is not a debate. This isn't my opinion. They like to say that global warming is a lie. That's just something they say all the time, and that it's just not a thing that's happening. And yet we have seen irrefutable evidence that it's happening, right? And that it's man-made, that it's man-made, not, well, of course, if you ask them, it's because there's evil weather machines, and there are weather balloons and things that help, with weather, but the reality is this. It's because of pollution. It's because of obsession with oil and the waste of oil. Oil is raining down on the people in the Middle East right now, in Iran, and I just would like to say that's not natural. That's not normal. And now, of course, that happened because of explosions and, but the reality is these things are man-made. And the reason that we're seeing record, winter weather or record heat or erratic weather patterns is because of how we've damaged the planet from the bottom to the top. It's not just the ozone, it's the ocean, it's the trees that we're decimating our world with. I mean, they're literally putting a highway through the Amazon. That's not a joke. Look it up. So, maybe we should take better care of the planet that we live on if we want to continue to do that. I don't know. That's just a thought. But, just in case Madame Marble was, considering to whip up something serious, girl, we know where we want it to go. It's over there. Anyway, so, okay. And the last thing that is just scintillating right now that I just can't, I have to talk about this, is that Meta has decided, starting I think in May, don't clock me on that, but I believe in May, Meta has decided that they are going to have free reign in your DMs. Yeah, Sonny. Now, I've had some people have pretty much some free reign in my DMs, but, I deleted those, but it doesn't matter now. So delete them now, because after this starts, they're going to have full access to your DMs. They're going to see all of your messages, all of your videos, and hear all of your voice notes. So if you're in there doing the dirty, sneaking around, and you know that you are, you might want to clean up your mess, because Meta is in your business. Not only that, but here's something really freaky, right? So I want to share a personal story, and this will take me 10 seconds. Okay, maybe 60 seconds. Okay, look, I talk a lot, but I'm going to try to keep it short. There was someone I've known recently who wore Meta glasses, and I would give them a hard time about wearing them around me. In fact, I gave them a hard time about wearing them out in public because they had regular glasses anyway. And the thing is that we've learned that a lot of, especially young men, have learned how to hide the light on the Meta glasses. They lie. They say, "Oh, you would know if the light's on." We've learned that they're filming all the time with them, and the worst part is all of the footage that they get on the Meta glasses go back to Meta, and the people that work there are going through all of it. And they're seeing everything. They said they're seeing so much disturbing stuff that some of it they actually do have to report to the authorities, having to do with SA or children, right? So just know that this is my opinion, but I'm just going to say it like I mean it. Any man that's out there that has Meta glasses is a jerk. He's probably disgusting, and he's wearing them for no good. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. And by the way, when you see those TikToks where people are talking to people at different businesses and they're ordering food or they're ordering at the desk, and you notice that it doesn't look like they're holding a phone, and the person doesn't look like they know they're on camera. They don't, and they're not. They're not aware that they're on camera. The person's not holding a phone. They're using Meta glasses, and I don't care how nice their content is. I think is vile, and I'm just adamantly against that whole thing. Don't ask me why. I just am. And the thing is, there's a lot of nonsense happening on this planet at this point. I don't even know what to talk about most days because there's so many horrific topics that it's hard to make light of things without looking like you're cruel, right? And since we already have the people that are in power who are making horrific memes about things that they should be more sensitive about, I think that, maybe we should consider what's out outside of this planet, outside of us, because at this point I'm thinking anything's better than being here.
Telemetry confirms the object is decelerating.
Comets don't decelerate.
Unless it's not a comet.
Attention passengers. If you look out the observation windows to your left, you can see the planet Earth.
Oh, there it is.
Earth is a developing civilization known for its oceans, wildlife, and very active television broadcasts.
Strange how that planet has so much space junk floating around it.
Imagine what it looks like down there.
I'd rather not.
Neon love, we're lost inside the glow. Hands up high, don't ever let me go.
I adore Trinity.
Apparently humans on Earth haven't accepted AI pop stars yet.
No wonder they have zero representation on the Interstellar Council.
How primitive.
This is your captain speaking. We are now receiving video feed from Earth.
Is this a detention planet?
Saying, bro, what I'm saying exactly, because if you look at the numbers, guys, chill. Listen to what I'm saying.
On second thought, let's go to Nebula 9. I hear they have waterfalls made of ice cream. Anything is better than that place. Yikes. Cloak engaged?
Well, since they seem to enjoy spinning in their own waste so much, might as well.
Earth won't even know we were here.
That settles it. It was definitely just a comet. Good work, everybody.
All right, and before I go, I want to have one last thought with you guys, and that is, in the world that we live in today, you have two options, right? Especially when it comes to family and friends. You can either have someone in your life who is honest, or you can have someone in your life who is fake. And I want to make this really clear. This isn't about anyone in particular. This isn't shots fired. That's for after. But no, you really need to understand that sometimes when you have people in your life who are fake, right? They're always cheering you on. They're always kind to you. Or maybe they pop in and out. Maybe they float around. They'll like a post or they'll say, yes, diva or something, right? But in the end, you don't have a genuine connection with them and you can't talk to them about real things and they never really call you out on anything. And so a friendship like that can last for forever, really. It can last decades if you really want it to, but it doesn't feed the soul. It does not help you with growth. And I think that when you have family and friends around you who are not willing to challenge you, who aren't willing to be honest to you, who aren't willing to do the work, right? Those are the people who are going to stunt your growth. They're going to hold you back. And they might actually be doing that on purpose. Some of them, not all of them. So you have to decide in a time right now where things are super serious, what kind of circle of people do you want around you? Do you want the fake friends that you can go out and party with and take a bunch of Instagram pictures with and make it look like life is great? Or do you want some people around you who you know will ground you, who you can really trust, that you could run to when you don't look your best? Like if I look like death, like if I'm not giving this, but I call that person and they can come over and they are still there for me and they're my friend and they don't betray me, you can't trade that. You can't buy that. So just understand in these times, that is something that you really want to take into consideration. whether or not the people around you, are they fake or are they honest? And I'll always try to be one of the two for you. And with that being said, make sure you guys remember to love yourselves and always feel the nightshade.
Put it again? Yeah, sure, Jan. No heart for you. And skip. Friendship betrayal insurance. For when someone says, I'm so proud of you, but secretly hopes you fail. No quote from Kelly. Inspiringly predictable. Nope, not liking that. Ooh, Ben got promoted. Good for you, champ. Still not pressing the heart? Huh, as if. Hi, I'm with Niteshade Insurance. We specialize in the kind of hit you take, not to your car, but to your feelings. Coverage includes emergency group chat exit, reputation restoration, and a replacement best friend consultation. Because with friends like these, you don't need enemies, you need insurance. With the Niteshade plan, you can project back the energy you're receiving. No guilt, no mess. And if things get a little destructive, you're covered with zero liability, up to $1 million in damages.
You can't park that in here. Watch the table.
Because with friends like these, you don't need enemies, you need insurance.
Love the nightshade.